Again, sorry. Okay, I forgot to shut the door, which is why I got up, so I'm sorry. I'm having a G&T. I thought, why not? I'm not making anything tonight, so I only have to talk about the cards, which I'm sure I can do while I enjoy a G&T. So I've actually got very nice silent pool glass, and I am enjoying a Brockman's Orange Kiss in it. So not in the right glass, but I don't have a Brockman's glass. Are you watching, boys? I doubt it. Okay, so I am going to flip the camera and we can have a little look at the amazing design team inspiration. I'm sorry, there's all these comments coming up. David says, where's his? You're more than welcome, there's plenty here. I was hoping that Lynn might have been here joining me, because she usually watches, but she usually watches on a Friday night, so I might have, she might not realise that I'm doing a live tonight because I forgot to shout about it. And it's been such a busy day today, which I'm not complaining about because it's fantastic. So I am going to flip the camera and let's start having a look at these beautiful cards. So they're all made from the amazing design team. So there's Emma and there's Hazel. There is Joe Street and Joe Shannon. There's Marion and Philippa and Tracy. So big thank you to all of them for their amazing work. I have got some giveaways, but you have to stay till the end to know what to do. And then you'll be in with a chance of winning. And I thought it'd be rather nice to give the whole set of design team cards away that we did the videos about. So don't forget, if you haven't seen them or you want to watch them again, they are on the YouTube channel. So YouTube /Julie Hickey Designs, and there is a video playlist which is just the Christmas crafting with Christmas joy with the design team. So yeah, you can find all the videos on there. And if you want to treat yourself, if you haven't already, the Christmas joy collection is with Hazel and Paul. In fact, I'm going to move my list because I hate having to look over there. So they're with Dragon's Papercraft with Hazel and Paul. They're at Wow Embossing. They are with Kate at the Mulberry Bush. They're with Joe and Mark at Let's Create. They're with Maxine at Maximum Crafts. They are with Julie and Barry at Craft Bliss. They're with Barry at Hixxysoft Crafts. Jane and Penny at The Art of Craft. And with Jeanette at JCraft in Australia. And Simon Says Stamps as well in America. So, okay. Move my list. Let me flip the camera. And hello to everybody. Sorry. Right, okay. I'm going to go back because I saw that Joe's on. I think Hazel's watching. And I know that Philippa isn't because Philippa's on her way back. She's been out for the day today. She's been to Devon today. How lovely. Everything one could do with a gin. Oh dear. Oh golly, Pam, that's not good. Not nice when your animals aren't well. You were shocked to have won. Hang on, where's that gone? There's all these comments coming up. I was shocked to have won the stamps and cards the other week. Oh, that's lovely. You didn't realise it was a giveaway. Well, there's another giveaway tonight, but you have to wait till the end. So, hello to everybody. You managed alive for a change. That's good. Okay, let's flip the camera and get started. Bear with me. Okay. So, well, we definitely need my drinking shot, don't we? Okay, that's not too bad. And let's bring the camera down. Okay. Thank you, Jan. I won't have too much, I promise. Okay, and I'll leave it there so it's in shot so you can see it. so that you know I'm not, okay? All right, so first up is the Christmas and More A7 stamp set. So we've got this lovely big font with the word Christmas. We've got Happy Merry, we've got wishing you a happy or Merry Christmas. We've got Christmas wishes, we've got wishing you a happy new year, and we've got to you and yours. So, and I've got a few cards with just the Christmas and just this stamp set, and then the rest of them, they've been integrated with all the other cards. Okay, so I'm just reading the comments. It is a lovely font, isn't it? Absolutely. Okay, so this card and this one is from Jo. She's actually done a shrink plastic bauble. How lovely is that? I've done shrink plastic for years. But how fab is that? And she's put glossy accents or even clear embossing it could be. And I love how she's actually cut each letter up. And these are actually heat embossed onto here, so it's got a lovely green, but it's a really pretty colour actually. I don't know if Jo's watching, but that's a very pretty embossing powder, and the lovely snowflakes in the background. And she's got this beautiful, this must be her powder stuff that she used the other night, beautiful, and it embosses over the top of it, absolutely. And you don't look like, the wording is fabulous. What shrink plastic? Oh, okay, right. So years ago they were called shrinky dinks, and you used to be able to do it. You can do it in the oven still, but you can do it with the heat tool. It's like a plastic. It's opaque, and you can stamp on it, and then you heat it up with your heat tool. You don't have to do it in the oven, and it shrinks down. And you can turn them. Jo's actually made a hole. You have to do the hole before you shrink it, and then it will shrink down. You can turn them into earrings, necklaces, all sorts of things. But Jo's done the bauble, but look, you don't lose any of the detail. How fabulous is that detail on that bauble? And why every time I move too quickly, bear with me a minute, because now my computer's stopped. Absolutely. And you don't lose any of that detail in it. It's absolutely fantastic. And then I have this beautiful one from Philippa. I love how she's done this using the Christmas stamp again, but using the little words. And I love how she's done that in that lime green and that hot pink and the teal, the tealy blues. Just beautiful. And then just straight over the top in black ink with the Christmas. Really, really clever. Shrink plastic can be a bit hit and miss, but if you have a stamp block ready, so that when you heat it up, you've got something heavy to put on the top of it so you can flatten it. That was one thing that helps. You need a pair of tweezers to hold the bit of shrink plastic, and it will start to like really scrunch up and everything, but you have to persevere and it will eventually open out. And you probably best not to do it on too hot a heat setting, so maybe with the well heat tool use number 1 and let it do it slowly rather than, you know, really heat it quickly, because if you put them in the oven you just bake them, and it does take a lot longer in the oven to do. I don't think I've got any left, otherwise I would, not tonight but another night, I would have a go, but I don't think I've got any left. This one again, I think this is Jo's. I'm sorry, it is Jo's. I love how she's done the hexagon and she's linked them together to create a frame. She's used one of the foilables, but she's just left it black, but she's put this lovely spray on it, so it's got lots of sparkle and lots of shine on it. Beautiful, and all in the background. And then she's heat embossed her sentiment, but she's added some snowflakes as well, so that favourite stamp of everybody's. I might actually see if I can bring it down a little bit so it's a bit closer. It doesn't want to stay, it wants to go back up. I need something a bit heavier to hold it down, don't I? Just very aware there's lots of white space and not a lot of card. Anyway, the other thing I could do maybe is bring the table up, but then I've got to stand up and it's quite nice to sit down. Okay, so this one was by Jo, and Jo's stamped the Christmas out several times, changing the inks as she goes down. So she's got the red and the orange, then orange and yellow, yellow and green, green and blue, blue and purple. I love that. And then just added the wishes and sprinkled in a few of the glosses as well. That's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so someone's saying no sound. Does anybody else have sound? Could somebody let me know if you can hear me talking? I don't want to do all this. Right, I've got some thumbs up. Oh, okay, it was Sandy, it wasn't me. Makes a change. Okay, so next up, so they were the individual cards for the Christmas, and I haven't got if any of the design team are watching and they're thinking, well, you didn't show my card, I have actually sent some cards off to Australia for JCraft, because they've got a big show coming up. And so they have some cards, and I know that I sent Hazel some cards as well, so they'll be displayed in her shop. So next up is Christmas Elements, and on here we have the tag. I'll show you with this one. We've got the tag, we've got the 2 different trees, we've got 4 different sentiments, we've got some snowflakes, and we've also got the candle as well. So some of the cards that were made, I made this one a very quick and easy, stamped it out, a little bit of spritzing with the sentiment and the tag like Hazel does, where you do it with the distressed oxide and then just spray, and then you leave it in and go back over the top. So this has gone back over with, I think I just left it with the blue, but I think I did just do the blue on the top, and then I splattered it. So it's got lots of little splats on it, which I rather like. So I did that just by making some distressed oxide with some water and with my paintbrush flicking it onto it. Then we've got this lovely one that Jo Shaman did, that's just black and white, and she's used silver mirri for her layering, so it really does set it off. And we've got the wording in the background. So this is from the Tree of Life set, and then she's put the trees and she's masked them and then stamped the tag, because this is all just flat, but it's absolutely beautiful. So they're not cut out and put on, so she's made a mask of them. That's really lovely. Like that. I like the simplicity of it, and I like the fact that it's black and white as well. And then we've got this beautiful one that Marion made, where she's used a lovely inky background, very soft tealy colour, absolutely beautiful. She's done white heat embossing with Have a Magical Christmas, and then we've got white heat embossed snowflakes as well, and then 2 strips of glitter card. Now this is what I was talking about on trying to say last night, which I probably didn't say very well, is that you could cut strips like this from that card that we covered with the foil, and then just add thin strips of that across your card, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. And it splits the card up as well. It would work either way, other than she's put a sentiment the other way, but you could have it, the card could go landscape or portrait, but it's beautiful. And again, a lovely inky background. Then we have this beautiful one from Jo, where she's got a bit of the Tree of Life, a bit of the baubles, we've got some Christmas trees, we've got the other tree, and we've got the snowflakes, but she's used white embossing on some of her squares and silver on the other, and it's just so pretty, the 2 different embossing powders. And I've never thought to do something like that with literally side by side on a card. It really works, it's lovely. And again, onto a lovely inky background. I just love that sentiment. I love that font. Absolutely beautiful. Then this is also Jo's, where she's done 3 of the Christmas trees to match in with the colours of her her rainbow strip across the bottom. And again, look how lovely that sentiment looks, just stamped in black. Really easy, but just looks absolutely gorgeous. Stunning. And then she's put glossy accents on them, so they're all shiny and enamelled. But if you haven't got glossy accents, you could do this. Once you've coloured them, you could put embossing ink pad on it and then just cover them with clear embossing powder. So if you don't have glossy accents, that's another way round of doing it. I love the simplicity of that. It's a very Julie card. Then I've got two that I did. This was my first attempt, and I used the Inspired by Linda B stamps as my background for the oval, and decided that this was actually a bit too dark and you couldn't see my tree very well. So I put the glitter in it, which did lift the tree and like draw your eye to them. But then I decided I would do it again and do it in a softer green. So this was probably Rustic Wilderness, and this one I think was Peel Paint. So a much lighter green, it might even be mowed lawn. And I put the ink on and then I spritz it so that you've just got a little bit of ink. So the ink sort of puddles up on your solid stamp. And then I stamped my trees over the top and I coloured them in using a water brush and the ink pad. And again, just love how that sentiment heat embosses. It comes up beautifully. Looks absolutely amazing. Yeah, the tree is really pretty. Thank you. It does look like Twisted Citron, but it isn't. I think it's mowed lawn, but I did put quite a lot of water on it. So that's probably why it looks quite pale. And then this is another one of mine, which I did this and coloured it in, and I absolutely love it. And then I didn't know what to do with it. So I sat there for a few days and didn't do anything. And then I just thought, I'm going to make it really simple. I went round the edge with some gold pen. I did a bit of gold pen detailing on the trunk and the leaves as well on there. Don't know if it's picking it up. Just need to let my computer catch up because my computer's quite a bit behind. There. You can really see that. And it embossed, again, the sentiment embossed beautifully. I just love to colour. That for me is the therapeutic bit. I get totally lost in it. I love it. So it's never like I don't need patience to do it. It's what I really enjoy doing. And then this one is from Jo, where she's masked around the edge of her card and done a lovely ombre inky background. So this is a lovely ink blend. It doesn't look like a Christmas card actually, does it? You're right, Samantha. Could be anything. Could be a thinking of you. Yeah, it could be anything. I do like that tree. I did draw it with the intention that it could be used all year and not just at Christmas. So this one, Jo's done that lovely ombre effect with the inky background. I love how she's just got a splattering of beautifully embossed snowflakes, and then again with that lovely sentiment, and again it's polished silver. Absolutely gorgeous. And I don't think this was super fine. I don't think Jo had this then because she had it for a demo, but even the regular is like, this is really fine and it's picked it up beautifully. So another beautiful card. Then I've only got one of these cards left because they've all been sent away. So I did this on watercolour card, just splatted with some green ink, and I did a red version as well. Then I coloured my candle in and cut it out and stuck it on, so it's got a little bit of dimension. Put it onto the craft card, which I really liked, and then I've heat embossed my wishing you a peaceful Christmas sentiment across the bottom. And this I batch made for because it was just so simple, just to stamp 4 candles out, colour them in and cut it out and just splatter backgrounds in different colours. So I did 2 green and 2 red. Then I've got this beautiful one from Emma, and this is really lovely soft shades of blues and a lilac as well. And then she's got a silvery grey in the middle, but she's done it with an inky background but layered it onto Miri card. So that really adds really gives it a punch between each layer. And then I love all the glosses that she's added as well, like to her snowflakes and around the edge. Absolutely beautiful. And then this is the last one from Emma from this one. And again, she's created a lovely wreath, but this time using that tree that doesn't have to be Christmas. And she's used the words out of the Tree of Life set as well. So we've got the family, we've got joy, together, kindness, love and peace. Oh, wouldn't that make a lovely winter wedding card? Yeah, that really would, Pam. That would be lovely. Oh, excellent. Thank you, Tracy. Have fun getting creative. Isn't that clever? Just how she's done that. She's used the tree. I'm going to jump ahead because it is the next set I'm going to show you. But she actually used the tree as well, like to create a branch around the edge of her card. I absolutely love this. The colour is just absolutely beautiful. So gorgeous teals. And onto that spotty paper, she's used the baubles. She's 3D'd some and then had some of them flat on her card. And she's used, they look like peel-offs, but they are embossed. So whether she's actually embossed the peel-off, they've got texture to them. They're absolutely beautiful. I love that. I think it's stunning. I think as well, like the colour is just beautiful. Very different for Christmas as well. Really lovely. Okay, so they were the Christmas elements. So let me pop those back and let me get the bauble ones out. So we've got Christmas baubles. I'll pop this one away because you've seen that one now. So I'm going to show you these bits first of all. And I made some, all right, let's do the stamp set first, sorry. So this is the bauble set. So you are getting the 4 different baubles and 4 sentiments and the lovely little tiny bow to put on the top of your baubles if you want to. I love the baubles. Oh, no worries, Ruth. I love the trees around the edge. I think it's such a clever idea. That's what I think so lovely is when having the design team and seeing what they do with stuff. That it was just like, I would never have thought of that. So I absolutely love these. To think that I drew these, oh, I just love it. Anyway, so then I made some tags and I've lost. Oh, there we go. I can pop this one back together because the sticky had come off. They have been in my basket though, so I made some little tags. I did make 3. I don't know what's happened to the other one. It's going to be here somewhere. Oh, I can see a bit of ribbon. Here we go. Okay. So I made some tags out of the baubles, and then underneath I used the dinky circle, and I used the scallop circle and my circle from the circle dies, and just made them into little tags that could go on a card or they could go on presents. So you could use them for either. And they were my little tags. Then we had a lovely set of ACT cards, so artistic trading cards. I remembered what it stands for, that Tracy made. Let's bring those down, there we go. So these are absolutely beautiful, and she's used all the baubles and she's stamped them, cut them out, and then they've either got glossy accents or clear embossing on the top, but they are so shiny. They're absolutely beautiful, and these would be lovely. Oops, her little bow's just come off. Right, I'm going to stick that back on. Don't like it when things aren't as they should be or as they came to me. So these could be put on a card, but they were made like people used to trade these so that people would swap the cards that they'd made. I love her hand squiggles around the edge. She's teamed them up with the foilables, which have got red foiling on. Looks absolutely lovely. Some of them are still black, but this one's red. Yeah, just looks really pretty. Got a bit of stenciling in the background, got some inkiness in the background and some stenciling. They just look beautiful, and they are so shiny. It is just lovely. They're beautiful. So I'm actually thinking I'm going to put them to one side. We'll talk about that later. Okay, so next up is this card from Philippa, where she's used a bit of Hazel's paper in the background, I believe, although she might have, I think it is, and this has got foilables on as well. So she's stamped and in red and heat embossed the baubles, and then she's teamed it with some red foiled foilables and added the little wooden ornaments in the background as well, and some glosses. A really lovely card. Then one from Marion. Now this might be, no, this isn't a video one. She's done some score lines down the edge, which are hard. I don't know if I'll pick it up. Let me try though. But it's really good. It's a really good thing to do, just to add a bit of interest to your card. And then she's got different embossing powders. So we've got some blues and some purples in there and some greens, some sparkles. Looks absolutely beautiful. So just using like little sprinkling of different colours of embossing powders. So great if you want a nice, quick and easy card that you can send to people that you like. And I'm not saying any more than that. It is so delicate, isn't it, Maxine? It's lovely. And then we've got this one. This is the card that Philippa... No, Philippa didn't show this the other day, did she? Or did she? Oh, I'm wondering now. Because I know I had questions about the colour of the vellum. It was a piece of blue vellum, but you could colour it. But just such beautiful embossing on all those baubles, and then she's coloured them with blue inks. Actually, she's probably used alcohol markers, sorry. And she's not here to put me right. And then she's using lovely mirror card behind, so it really does lift and add some impact. And then she's got that beautiful sentiment onto the vellum, so it's heat embossed on the vellum, and it just looks gorgeous with just those couple of glittery glosses around it as well. I think the blue one is my favourite. Yeah, it is beautiful, isn't it? And then we've had that one. This is one that I did. So I put a piece of colour card through an embossing folder and got the textured background, coloured my baubles using clean colour, and then added my sentiment with the polished gold, which is probably one of my favourites now. And then this card Jo featured the other day in the group, and this is it's an easel card that she's made, and she's used the dinky circle, the scallop circle, which she's got snowflakes all in the background. Really pretty, different embossing powder in there, like greens and blues and gold. It's really lovely. And she's heat embossed the bauble and then cut the flower out to give it another layer, if I can catch that. So this has got a second layer on the top. Absolutely beautiful. And then Have a Magical Christmas, which is the stop for the easel card. So a lovely card from Jo. This one is Philippa's, where she's done the long dangly bauble, which I love. And I love how she's just done it in red and coloured it. It's not simple, but it's just so effective. I love it. And I love how she's added the bow to the edge of her sentiment as well. So yeah, very clever. And then one that I did with the holly and coloured this in, added some gold detail, and then put it onto squares and put it onto a DL card, which I don't do very often, but I do like DL cards, and it lent itself to it as well. So I just added a little bit of gold detail with a gold pen onto the holly. And then I have another one from Jo where she's got acetate, and I love how she's coloured these. The colour's beautiful, and then she's got I don't know if it's glossy accents or embossing on the top, but it's really shiny and lovely. It might even be something else because Jo does like all the different mediums and what have you, and I'm not very good at things like that. Again, she's cut into the Tree of Life for her leaves, and I love this because she's made this like a Z fold card, and it's got a frame around the edge and it's got acetate in it. It's a really pretty card, and I love the background. It looks like a scripty stamp, but it's actually been made up of all the wording from the Christmas and More stamp set. So this is like wishing you a Merry Christmas, and she's just created that. It almost looks like a scripty background. It's lovely, and lovely bits of ultra high gold embossing on her frame as well. There's so much detail in it, which you just don't see when we're having a quick flick through. It's just not fair because it doesn't do the cards justice. It really doesn't. Then I've got this beautiful one from Emma Smith where she's coloured all the baubles in with the holly. Excuse me. Added it onto a lovely olive green with the gold. Absolutely beautiful. And I love how she's done the Happy Christmas to you and yours as well. Very clever. I like how she's done it at an angle too. And then she's cut out additional baubles to go. So she's got some flat, got a lovely background of them as well. But then she's cut just two, or she's cut three out, but lifted two up, which is really nice. Adds that bit of interest to it. Yeah, I'm assuming that you're talking about Jo's for a Victoria. It does look like a Victorian card. You're right. That's lovely. And the olive green, isn't that gorgeous? It's got a real gold shimmer to it. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then one that I did, again, used an embossing folder to get my the snowy sort of background. Stamped the long bauble and added a little bit of gold detailing. And just a simple sentiment. But again, it just embosses beautifully. Really picks up. You know, the wording is so clear, it's lovely. Then I have one from Jo, where we have a 3D bauble on here. She's got a bit of glitter cardstock. We've got a little bit of Hazel's Christmas stencil, and it's been done in the most beautiful, excuse me. This is absolutely beautiful. It's got almost like, I don't know if it's a special glitter she's put on or whether it's foil over the top, but it's almost like clear, but just in areas it's picked up. Oh, it's lovely. I don't know if it's picking it up on the camera or not, but it is. If I bring it up a little bit, it is just so lovely. Yeah, just about see it on there. It's beautiful. And then she's cut the bauble out and folded it in half and then joined the three together so that you can get that dimensional bauble, but it will also go flat to go into your envelope. Okay, so that was the bauble cards. Let me just pop these all back in my basket. Okay, so next up is the Tree of Life. So I love this stamp. I just think there's so much that you can do with this. Yeah, just need time. You're right, Ruth. Like, there's so many ideas floating around. And I loved what Jo did the other day after seeing Philippa's, was it her Technique Tuesday? I think it was, with the hot foils, when she did the mandala and she used bonding powder and then put it through the laminator with the foil, and then Jo did the tree in blue and silver stripes. Oh, it was beautiful. And I just keep seeing more and more ideas of different things that you can do with this stamp. This stamp will definitely see you all year round. But so you get the big tree, you get the tag, and you get a little rectangle that you can layer up. Joe's made a fabulous card with this, but Philippa had also used two to create a pot for the tree. You get family, you get together, kindness, love, peace and joy, and then you get like branches on a tree, we all grow in different directions, but our roots remain as one, which I thought was lovely when I saw that. I'm reading all the comments, I'm sorry. It is a beautiful stamp. So that's that one. This is one that I made, and all the leaves have got a little bit flattened where they've been in the basket. But I cut round just some of my leaves and lifted these up so that the tree had a little bit of dimension. So I did stamp it directly onto my card, and then it's just, then there's a hole behind it. So and I haven't added a sentiment, I didn't know what to put, so I thought I was going to leave it and just added the red details. I think you're right, Anne. Need to retire. And then this one from Marion, where she's done a lovely inky background, and we've got silver and gold embossing together on the same tree, which just looks lovely. So again, little sprinkles, so you can have more than one colour of embossing, but it does look really effective. And just with that soft ombre of colours behind as well, it's really very classy and a nice easy one to do if you've got to batch make some as well. So lovely. Thank you. They're so lovely, all your comments. And then I thought, well, it's not just for Christmas, it could definitely make a birthday card as well. So I thought, I'm just going to do a rainbow one, because if I ever get stuck, I just have to do a rainbow. I knew you were going to say that, Ruth, that you're retired and you still don't have time. I love that. My mum always used to say that as well, that she didn't know how she had time to go to work. Oh yes, this is one of Marion's cards, isn't it, on her video? Yes, Marion's on a video where there's 4 cards, and that is one of them. So this was coloured in with distressed oxide so that I could then ink blend the same colours around the edge as well. And then I used one of my sentiments and cut it out with my banner tag. And then I had to do one that was using the grey card, that when you put bleach on it, it bleaches the colour out of the card, which I absolutely love. So I stamped it in black, covered it with clear embossing powder, and then use the bleach with my water brush, and it takes the colour off. So you never know quite what you're going to get, but I just think it looks absolutely fabulous. And then I stamped it in black, clear embossing powder, and heated the vellum so that that's raised up as well. Then I have a big one from Emma, where she used that lovely snowflake to create her background. So white heat embossed onto black card, and then she's used really bright greens to colour her tree in, and then added, it's almost like fluorescent pink with her hearts as well. And then just doing the Christmas wishes, cutting it out, the sentiment bigger than maybe she needed to, but then by adding those splats of white paint around it, looks like snow, and it just fits in perfectly. It's exactly the right size now for the size of card that she's done. There has been lots going on, Kim, with this release, you're right. But it's fabulous, and you can just go and watch the videos as and when you want. They'll always be there. Marion's one, you need to go to Marion's, to Sugar and Spice, or to Marion Emberson, I should say, sorry, YouTube channel. And you can watch Marion's on there. I have put a link in the Julie Hickey Designs page to take you there. But if you are looking for Marion on YouTube, it's Marion Emberson, and then her YouTube channel will come up, and it does say that it's 4 easy cards. And then this is one that Tracy did, where she's used, I love the really fine Merry Christmas. So that's the dies, and she's actually heat embossed them, and they just look stunning. This looks so elegant, and she's stamped in a really lovely gold ink pad and it's so soft and so delicate. She's got the trees in the background, and she's done all the trees on the others because this folds, and so she's got a hole in the front here so that you can tie it up. There we go. So this ribbon will come through that hole and it will stand up. So it's a really lovely card to send to somebody. It's beautiful, but those trees, the gold is just beautiful. I don't think Tracy's watching. I think she has something else on tonight, but she did tell me what colour gold it was before, and I want to say Encore, but I don't even know if that exists anymore, if I'm dreaming it. But that was Tracy's, I think they're called wigwam cards or teepee cards, something like that. And then this one is from Jo, where she did was this an eclipse? I'm terrible. Pyramid. That's what it was. It's a pyramid card where she stamps and then it's die cut. I can't even see if it's all underneath. It is. Okay. I have no idea. I think you stamp it and then cut it out and layer them up so they all line up. But it's fabulous. And I love how she's kept it black and white, but just put those little bits of red in, and she's put some glossy accents on there as well. So we've got the shine on some of the hearts and with the family as well. And then this is another one from Marion, where she's used just the top of the trees. Again, she's done it in silver and gold onto a lovely inky background, but she has also used ultra high. So this is the really thick. I did have it. What did I do with it? When I was looking for my bonding powder, I found a bottle of it. I've got a big bottle. Hang on. I don't want all my embossing powders to fall out. There's so many in there. Okay. So Marion has sprinkled ultra high because it's a really granular embossing powder, and you can sprinkle this on the top of your card and then heat from underneath, and then you'll get this lovely snowy effect like Marion has got in the background of her card. And it's really effective on Christmas cards. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, I think it was Memento. You're right, Sarah. So the gold that Tracy used was Memento, I'm sure. I'm fairly certain you're right there. But this is a lovely background, and it is textured, yes. So it's a little bit raised up, feels bubbly on the card. It's lovely. It is amazing hazel. I really like ultra high. I don't use it often enough. In fact, I might get it out with the sample cards that I might need to make soon. Not that I'm, teasing or anything. And then I love this one that Jo did, where she used the little rectangle and put all the words from the set in there and then coloured them in rainbow colours. And she's actually put glossy accents over the top of the leaves. They're all shiny. It's absolutely beautiful. It is a really good one to get, Jan, for Christmas, definitely. I mean, that adds so much to that card, but just by sprinkling a bit on and heating underneath. You must heat underneath because it'll just blow away otherwise. But it's lovely. And I don't know if I've shared recently, but I don't know if people know, if you splatter water on your card and then sprinkle embossing powder on it, the embossing powder will stick to the water. You still need to heat from underneath, but it will stick where the water is. So you could do it like that as well. Memento don't have a gold. Brilliance. Okay, you're right. It was Brilliance. It's a Brilliance dewdrop. They're down in the shed. I know exactly what she means now. It was a Brilliance gold. Okay, Gaynor. Yes, I was teasing a little bit. I might have some other cards to be making. Anyway, back to Jo's card. Look, I've nearly drunk my gin, okay? And I'm going very red, I can feel it. So I might not come back to camera. But how lovely is this card? Lovely, and all those glossy leaves on there. It's absolutely beautiful. So then we've got another one of mine, which was a tealy background splattered on there. Again, I raised up some of the leaves, cut these up, and I put glitter card underneath. So that way you got to see some of the leaves poking through with the glitter card underneath. Don't you start, Hazel. And I put joy in my tag as well. Then I had to do just an embossed one because I thought that this is going to just look amazing, and doesn't that just look fabulous? Just with the polished gold onto black card, really elegant, really classy, and just with the sentiment gold embossed as well. It looks beautiful. So the tree can be anything you want it to be, really. This is another one that Jo did. Yes. Lovely inky background. Again, she's got a flourish of snowflakes. They're embossed on her inky background, then they're in the colours of her inky background, top and bottom. And she's used polished silver, and she's done that with Have a Magical Christmas. I just think that, again, make lots and lots of beautiful backgrounds. Sprinkle a bit of ultra white, ultra high on it as well, so you've got that lovely snowy background to it as well. Though that little bit of sprinkle of white on there would look lovely. And then that just really easy, lovely card, beautiful. And then one that I did where I was inspired by Tracy, so I'd stamped and spritzed some of the snowflakes and then over stamped them. Left some that were just stamped so you could see that they were snowflakes. Did my tree in green go into blue, and then I tore some vellum and just inked the edge of the vellum so that you could see the vellum more on the card, and it lifted it up. And again, that was heat embossed in gold, and I just cut round with my sentiment. I really like that. It's lovely. And then, oh, I didn't show this card. This was a Baubles card. I am sorry. This is one of Emma's. I absolutely love this card. It's so pretty. All white heat embossed baubles, all beautifully fussy cut, all with those lovely rainbow colours of inks blended over the top. She's used Hazel's little circle stencil and also the Christmas stencil across the background. And good news about that, we will have some more of the Christmas stencils in at the end of the month. So there were a few people that have been asking for the Christmas stencil, so I am getting that restocked, and hopefully end of August we will have that, or maybe a bit before even, but we will see. And then the last of the tree stamps, and I again love this because it's rainbows. Emma Smith has made this. She's fussy cut all the leaves out. She stamped the tree out and then fussy cut all the leaves in the rainbow colours. I think this could be a birthday card. I mean, this has got snowflakes obviously and Christmas wording, but you could make this a birthday card quite easily. But I love the colours on it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful. So they are the Tree of Life cards. And then I have just got a few foilable cards to show you, and then I'm going to tell you about the giveaway. Let me get that back in there. Now that's all still in order. Let me get my other basket up, sorry. Okay, so I need to get all of those out of the way first of all. So now we have some foilable cards. This was one that Jo Shannon made, where she's made an acetate front, and this has got a shaker card on the front with glitter and little silver beads in there, and then she's foiled in green. It just looks absolutely beautiful. Might have missed, what's this? Loving all the inspiration. Oh, I see, Christine. Yeah, I know. I don't make promises like that anymore to myself. I must finish this crochet crochet blanket before I start anything else. Then I think, well, it's Christmas and I want to make this for somebody's birthday, which is before. So I've just ordered a load more wool. Beautiful background with the snowflakes in lots of different, really over stamped, but it looks lovely. Like she has stamped on top of each other and embossed it with a green and silver embossing powder. It's so pretty, really lovely. And then Tracy made this one. This one's a mixture of stamping with the tags and the bauble, and then she's added the joy, which is foiled. So really simple, but just all red as well. I love that. But adding that sentiment, just getting that beautiful foiling. Get it in one place and let's see if it picks it up. The computer's taking so long to get up there. Oh, you need to try foilables, definitely. If you've got a laminator, then you need to give the foilables a go. This is one of Marion's cards as well, that is on her 4 quick and easy cards. So it's absolutely beautiful. And this has been foiled with a turquoise. And she shows you how she stamps around the edge as well. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. Or if you've got a laminator and it hot laminates, you need to get some foilables. This is also on her video. So she's done the snowflakes, and we've got little dots with sparkles on there, and then we've got a beautiful foiled sentiment on here as well. So this is from the foilables. And then this is another one that Marion did, and this has actually got ultra high. See the white bits in amongst the foil strips? That's ultra high embossing powder, and it's raised up on the card. It's fantastic. I've got a bit of foliage here. So beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And she's done foiled strips as well. So this is double-sided tape, thin, so you could cut the tape down like we did last night and just have solid stripes of colour and cut them in different widths. And what she did was she sprinkled the embossing powder on and then put the foil down so that you get part of it, part of the foil and part of the ultra high. Really clever. But go and watch her video because she's much better at explaining than I am. Oh, excellent, Sue. And so I know that Samantha loves the foilables now. And then this is one that Emma did, where she's mixed the stamping with a bit of stenciling, and then she's got the foilables, and she's got the most beautiful lime green foil on here. Absolutely gorgeous. Stunning. And then one that Tracy did, I love this as well. This has got rosy gold foil, and Tracy's torn some card to make it look like snow, done the inky background and added a few stars and sequins, and then done rose gold on her trees, and it is absolutely beautiful. Again, I love the simplicity of that, especially when you've got lots of cards to make, you know, for the people that you don't like. And if you watch the other night, you'll understand. Obviously, I like them because I wouldn't send them a card otherwise. Okay, so this one is from, I was going to say, oh, it is Philippa. I was going to say it's Tracy's. Philippa has used the Christmas die as well, die cutting craft, which looks lovely because it's over the top, just stuck on. So it's giving some dimension to the back, her background, got a bit of stenciling, and then we've got red and green foiling on our poinsettia and our tags and holly, and it just looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, very traditional, but lovely. And then this one, this easel card is Jo Shannon's. So it's a stepper easel, which isn't very easy to show you because I've got the camera now too close. So I'm going to lay it flat. She's got that lovely Happy Christmas foiled with the glitter gold. And then she's used her snowflakes with some very sparkly, that looks, no, I don't know if it is platinum. It almost looks like it's like rose gold and gold mixed together. It's gorgeous. And then foiled in the gold glitter with the poinsettia and the holly squares. I love that, how she's mixed them together. It's beautiful. But it's a lovely stepper easel card. And then I have this lovely one from Tracy, where she's with the craft and she's put a bit of white ink in the background, which is very clever because it draws your eye down to where her flower is. And obviously the craft is more prominent in the top where the embossing is. That's really clever. And then she's layered up some different sized poinsettias. They've all been foiled with the red foil, and she's added berries and some little wooden elements as well. And we've got the red snowflakes going through the background. Really clever. And a few glosses sprinkled in as well, and some sequins. So really lovely. And like the detailing of her lines around the edge. There really is so much detail on a card, and it's like, I'm going to be honest, I never spotted the white ink particularly before, but it really does, like, it lightens a certain area where you're putting the focal point of the card with your flower. That's a really clever idea. Then we've got this one from Philippa. Philippa's used the snowflake in the background, and she's used the tag, which is so clever, to get a text background all the way around the edge of her card. And then she's layered up 3 of the different sized holly boxes, so they look like gifts stacked on top of each other. And then they've got the label, and I love how she's coloured the background of the label. So it's foiled in pink, but it's got black colouring behind it. Just incredible, absolutely incredible. Then we have Emma's one where she's done lilac, and she's used a medium. I think it was what Philippa was using yesterday, a gel medium, and then she's put foil over the top of it with Hazel's stencil. It looks absolutely incredible in real life. And then with the circles as well in the background in pinks and purples. And then again she's foiled in a lovely blush pink and lilac actually on her tag, and then everything else is blush pink. It's so pretty, so striking. And then, right, so that is the foilables. So I'm going to get 2 things out of the basket, and then let's move this out of the way. I'm going to move the foilables cards out of the way. So I have got 1, 2, 3 giveaways. Oh, I'll show you the last thing first, sorry, because I'm not giving this away. Not yet anyway. I love this. Emma Smith made this, and Emma does tend to do a centerpiece thing every year with the Christmas designs. It's absolutely stunning. So she's created a little room. So it's got a lovely frame that's got snowflake paper on it. Then we've got the baubles, and we've got foilables. We've got last year's holly with the outline as well. We've got foiled in blue, we've got foiled in green. So very much a blue and green theme going on. Got the baubles hanging up inside. We've got Merry Christmas in the dinky rectangle, which is made into a picture frame. She's then put like a dado rail and stripy wallpaper. She's then made a fireplace that she has the candle on. She's then have a magical Christmas. We've got a fire going, and I think the fronds are from Hazel's fern, but I'm not sure. Then we've got lots of presents under the tree, which have all got bows on them. And then we've got my tree, which she has stamped and cut out, and then she's cut out each of the leaves and glittered them and then put them on top. So the dimension that's in here, the tree just looks incredible. Well, it's all incredible. Absolutely beautiful. So that was Emma's centrepiece for this year. That's going on my mantelpiece this Christmas. I think it's just beautiful. Okay, so my first giveaway is going to be, someone is going to win. Hey, oh no, I'm going to do it from how we started, sorry. So we started with We started with me, but I think it was these cards. So I'm giving 2 of the Foilables cards, which is from my first, I don't know if it was now. Anyway, I'm giving 2 of my Foilable cards. And then it was Jo's turn. So I'm going to give you Jo's card that she made with the lovely inky background and putting the white ink on it. And then it was my turn again. So I did the bauble card where I made lots of different coloured versions. And then that was Sunday. So then Monday, it was Tracy's turn. So I'm going to give the 3 wallets that she made. I might need to take out... No, she didn't put anything in them. Okay. I wasn't sure she'd left her cards in them like she had. So these all open up. So you can use these if you want to and put gift cards in them, or you can put money in them. So we're going to give you 3 of Tracy's little wallets that she made, which were so beautiful, which I am going to copy. I've got all the measurements written down, just haven't had 5 minutes spare. So that was Monday. Then on Tuesday we had Philippa, and Philippa made the most amazing cube card. So a cube box card, and then it folded flat to go in an envelope, which I just think is incredible. That was on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday we had Hazel with her beautiful 8x8 card that she made and decorated the inside with as well. And she used her stencil and the stamps and the tag and her letters, just beautiful. And then we had Jo, who made her wreath, cutting out all the little tiny leaves to make her wreath up and made her background. Actually, and then we had that card, didn't we? So actually the other cards that I made were these cards. So I will put 2 of these cards in as well. I made another one of that, so let's put that one in. So I'll put those 2 cards in. That was my first one, I think. So somebody is going to win all of those. So all you have to do, I should think of a question really, shouldn't I? Not just I'd like to win, but okay, but just tell me if you'd like to be entered into it. So you have to say, I would like to win. So if you don't comment, I would like to win, then I know you haven't watched right to the end. So anybody who puts I would like to win will be in with a chance, and I will pull a winner and they will win all of those. And then, so that's one prize. And then I'm also going to give away Tracy's beautiful set of artistic trading cards. So that's going to be the second prize. So again, you just say, I would like to win, and you'll be in with a chance of winning any of these 3. Okay. So it won't be that you want to win the big bundle. It'll be whoever gets chosen. Okay, so there's going to be 3 prizes. So that'll be a second prize. And then the last prize is Philippa's beautiful wooden hearts, because this is just gorgeous. So there is peace, joy and love. She's got the lovely tree in the background. We've got berries. We've got some lovely foliage, like stringy stuff. And the wooden hearts on the top with the wording stamped into it. Absolutely beautiful. It's all on a piece of string. They're all linked together, so you can hang them up. So again, I would like to win. And you don't need to put pretty please or anything like that. Just I would like to win. Who was it that put pretty please? Donna. I should have known. Okay, so that'll be the third prize. So the bundle of cards, Tracy's beautiful ACTs, and then the bundle of cards. So I would like to win. Okay, and I will pull the winner now. I'll only be able to do a post because won't be here, but we'll do it on, what day are we today? Wednesday. So we'll do it on Saturday. I'll give you a few days to watch it. We'll do it on Saturday. Okay, bear with me while I spin the camera. I do like to say goodbye to you, even though I'm probably bright red and very hot. Okay, so I will announce on, when did I just say? Saturday. Right, Saturday, I will put a post up of who's won. Yeah, Saturday will be best. Right, Saturday. I need to remind myself that it's Saturday. That's the gin, yeah. It was very nice anyway. I haven't drunk it all, look. It was quite good, really. Okay, so thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed looking at all that beautiful inspiration. Don't forget that if you want to have another look, it is all on Pinterest. So just go to pinterest.com/Julie Hickey Designs. You'll find all the inspiration under each different stamp set. Yeah, and that's it. So thank you. And I will see you soon. It'll probably just be a post on Saturday, okay? All right, have a lovely rest of the week. Let's hope we get some sunshine. I think it's meant to be nice tomorrow, so that'll be good. And yes, I will see you soon. Take care, and thanks ever so much for joining me. Bye.